welcome to another Today's Decay. We celebrate births and beginnings, everything important since the dawn of time. June 22nd edition, all day. And whatever happened today, 1958, one Bruce Campbell was born, of Evil Dead fame, etc., etc., etc. 1960, the film The Fall of the House of Usher premiered, starring Vincent Price and produced by Roger Corman at AIP, American International Pictures. Great movie. I've been on a big Edgar Allan Poe kick the last year or two. That's not true. Year and change. Who's counting? And I would love to actually revisit these Corman Poe series, having now have this on the forefront of my brain and everything. I think it's a good idea. Yeah. The last month or two or so, I've been to the Edgar Allan Poe cottage more times than I can count Dracula, because I've been doing this study for work, and it's all roads lead to the Edgar Allan Poe cottage throughout the Bronx. I've been to the Bronx more specifically the Edgar Allan Poe cottage than I have in my entire life in the last month or two, and it's I remember years ago when I was filming my Psychobly documentary, I was interviewing Roy Williams from Nervous Records, and a completely off subject talk we had was all about ley lines, and how the ancient, maybe the Druids, I don't know, ancient pagan people pre-Romans in England believed in ley lines, that there was power in the earth, and why shouldn't there be, right? Won't discount that. And I almost feel there are ley lines in the Bronx where all roads lead to this very powerful section, which is the Edgar Allan Poe cottage, which then attracted the Calum Club, Lovecraft, etc. in the 20s, and then a decade or so later, the Bill Fingers and Bob Kane's of the world, who then created Batman. It's everything convenes in this one section of the Bronx. I don't know, just a theory. What can I say? Anyway, babbling. The Bowman Body premiered today on Shock Theater, today in 1970. I love the Bowman Body. It's not Bowman Body, it's the Bowman Body. As if it's the corpse of Mr. Bowman or something, I don't know. As referred to by the autopsy attendants or something like that. He was a horror host in, I think, the Delaware area, Virginia maybe. There is a fantastic documentary called Virginia Creepers, all on the horror hosts of the Virginia, Washington D.C., Delaware area, in the mid 20th century or so, and the Bowman Body is part of it. And he's this bumbling character that, whether it started this way on purpose and then they just kind of ran with it or not, I don't know. The set falls on him, and he's got a band-aid on his head, and he's just this bumbling, lovable old creature. Tons of fun. The Bowman Body, do check him out wherever he's available. I don't know. Virginia Creepers, if possible. 1981 today, the Meteors played with the Cramps and Screamin' Lord Sutch at the Hammersmith Palais. 1981. Yeah. Here is somewhere I have a newspaper clipping of the flyer, but here's a snippet. You can see this here. In focus-ish, which is in Mark Robertson's book, The Devil's Rhythm, which you should certainly pick up. It's fascinating, because I've always kind of been obsessed with that. What do you think that creature is? Where is that, I won't say clip art, but where is that found artwork from? I wonder. I've always viewed it as a pilgrim, but that's not the case. Kind of Phantom of the Opera-ish. I don't know. I'd like to find out. Anyway, yeah, it's in this great book. He recounting the story. Apparently, Lord Sutch did not go down a storm. Maybe he was in a fog that day, or the crowd just, he wasn't who they were there for. Times are changing, and the Cramps, the Meteors, where it was at. And on that day, at the Hammersmith Palais, which I went there a couple of years ago, or where it was, which is now, I think, a gym. Horrible. Just what we need, another gym. Right across the street and over a couple of doors was where the Hammersmith Palais Clarendon, the clubfoot was, which wouldn't have been actually the clubfoot by 81 when that show happened, but like just the idea that these things are like basically right across the street from each other. I love the like puzzle pieces of where is rock and roll and how is it happening and how are you getting there, and you know, whatever. I don't know. Fun. Point is, on this day, that's when you could first get the Meteors meet Screaming Lord Sutch 12-inch for, you know, both their 45s basically at the time, put on a hand-colored 12-inch. And that, as they say, is that all day from me to you till tomorrow. What are you going to do? Grabs the Meteors, grabs the Meteors, grabs the Meteors. That's your only answer. It's your only option. The future is clear. Till tomorrow, goodbye.